With around 250 million passenger cars in the United States alone, there's always going to be a need for a lot of tires. Every model of motor vehicle needs tires that match the design and size, ×4 in most cases. The process of making tires is both an art and a science, beginning with a design. And the job of designing many of those tires goes to someone like Paul Maxwell from Goodyear.
I'm the principal designer and I work in the design studio. So we're responsible for the appearance of the product, tread patterns, sidewall graphics. And we also do tires for movies and show cars for the auto shows. Marketing comes up with a new product that they want, and our job is to visualize what they're talking about. I assign the projects in the design studio. I work with the other guys on new designs. We, as a team, we'll create a lot of designs. We'll work with marketing and interface with engineering, and kind of in between the groups, and work for the project leader on their projects.
The tire designer combines the tire style with the engineering concepts to make it work.
It's really more like a balancing act, because we know what works, what doesn't work, and if we don't, we talk to engineering. We review the designs before we ever show it to anybody to make sure that they think we can produce what we're showing. Our job is to optimize the appearance using some basic analysis tools to the point where engineering doesn't have to change the appearance to optimize performance. And of course, there's always the issue of engineering performance versus appearance. Performance always wins.
So what does it take to become a tire designer?
When I was in school, I took math classes, I took art classes, I took a marketing class, and I tend to think of things three-dimensionally, which also really helped out when I came to Goodyear, because the product is a very three-dimensional product. And when I was in college then, I majored in industrial design, which is a combination of all these factors. And one day, toward the end of my junior year, we had a show displaying our work, and a gentleman from Goodyear came and he looked at my work and offered me a co-op job. And at that point, I didn't know. I thought tires were stamped out of pieces of rubber like donuts.
While a tire designer needs to combine art, math, and engineering, there's a definite cool aspect to the job.
I got to work with race drivers. I got to help with testing. I even got to go to driving school, and been able to live in Europe and travel around the world, working with different auto companies, working with Ferrari. This tire was done for the movie Batman and Robin, when George Clooney was Batman. And what's really cool about this is if you ever saw the movie, this is one of the best tires we've ever made, because they drove on the roof of this tunnel upside down.
Companies like Goodyear are invested in some of the most advanced technologies, like 3D printers, and tire designers are on the leading edge of people who use them. Devices like these streamline the design process, turning a tire concept into a manufactured tire quickly.
Marketing just loves these things because we can show them a three-dimensional representation of a product months before we can get a mold made. And what's really great about this is it's like sending a 3D model to a printer, except the printer takes about 20 hours, or the next morning you've got a piece of a three-dimensional piece of what you just designed.
So if you want to become a tire designer, how should you prepare?
Definitely art classes, design classes, in drafting even. One of the best parts of it in high school was making prototypes, and in college making prototypes of what I was designing. And so shop classes are very important. Metal shop, wood shop, because you learn a lot of skills as far as how you can fabricate your designs. One of the things about my job is that when you come into work in the morning, you have to be able to turn creativity on. You have to be able to get in front of your computer and start working and creating new designs.
Art, math, and engineering, the building blocks of tire design.